And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to more White Devil Plays, and I'm joined by Retrokaiser and Darabka again. Say hi, guys.
Hey, what's up, fellow beastians? Season 1 only gaming beast.
I would, but my mouth is currently full of eggs at the moment.
Eggs. Eggs.
More like full of sperm at the moment.
Okay.
My mouth is not a swimming pool, Darabka. There are no swimmers in my mouth.
Yes, nice.
Tish. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you may remember a little while back I did a one-off little episode on the first Duke Nukem. And now that I have these guys helping me out, I think I'm ready to start taking on Duke Nukem 2. So let's hit 4, and there we go. The old Apogee logo. Oh, man,
the height of gaming excitement.
Neo Los Angeles, the future.
I like how even the water is prime.
This is actually like really, like the graphic update over the first game is like really good. Oh yeah, he's shot a smiley face.
Yeah.
I am back.
Oh god, that voice acting is so bad. Ladies and gentlemen, one of our nation's heroes has disappeared. This part doesn't have voice acting, so I'm reading it. While Duke was being interviewed on television about his new book, Mr. Nukem was abducted by an unknown force. In other news, there's a 4-mile-wide UFO floating over Los Angeles. We'll be back after this commercial break with the cute little story about the 3-legged dog who saved a baby.
Nice,
wow,
nice.
that should have been its own spin-off. Meanwhile, in the evil rye gelatin chip. Hey, what am I? What is this? This isn't TV. Sorry about my horrible voice again. As the evil conqueror here, I believe it's my place to tell you why you're being abducted and will have to go through years of painful torture. Sorry, Buster. No can do. I'll just break free, kick butt, and be on my way. Kick butt? Really? Mr. Nukem, please save your energy for the torture room. You see, you are about to take an important place in Earth's history. Too late, Vanehead. I've already been immortalized by defeating Dr. Proton last year. But what did you... Oh, I didn't have time to read that. Your brain! You see, we're going to use our famous Super Mega Encephalasucker to imprint your brain patterns on our
You're
X5G
kind of breaking up on my end.
Matic war computer. So I'm just supposed to sit by while my brain patterns conquer Earth? Yeah, right. You won't have much of a choice, considering the end result is permanent, irreversible brain damage. Well, okay, more like brain disruption. Oh, you'll be in a perpetual state of pain without being able to move any limbs. We'd kill you, you see, but our religion prevents the interruption of suffering. Goodbye, Duke. Swoosh! Duke plummets to a convenient holding facility where he awaits his almost certain doom at the hands of the evil rye gelatins. So they did have aliens in this second game as well. Well, I guess I've had it. Unless those dopes didn't remove my secret Explodo Molar, sorry. Oh man, what a bunch of morons. And look, there's a gun locker right outside my cell. This is too easy.
Let's rock.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, as always, we were experiencing some technical difficulties. So
Yep.
Here we go, and let's start the game now. So let's hope. Okay, I still have to use the arrow keys for these, weirdly. So what do you think? Easy or medium or hard?
Let's go medium.
Let's go medium. Let's kick some alien ass.
Sound off, sound on, sound off.
Okay.
Sound on. Sound on. Sound off. Sound on.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. We have some more technical difficulties. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're back again after more technical difficulties, and let's see what happens now. Just showing everybody that we had the medium difficulties.
Glorious loading screen, by the way.
Yep. It's pretty sweet.
Oh yeah, this is...
Charging up his laser.
Yeah, alright. The music in this is pretty fucking rad, actually. I do have to say, this is... Whoa, whoa, whoa. It still does that. It's the same as the first Duke Nukem. There's sometimes bombs in the boxes.
You know that actually... That the Duke Nukem Forever originally was supposed to be, again, a side-scroller. And then they started making it. Then they decided, oh no, we'll make it a shooter. But they took the code that they made and made it Alien Rampage out of it.
Ah, okay.
Which is another platformer where the main character looks like a Predator ripoff, but it's actually a pretty good game.
I was wondering, there's one game where you... I was thinking, maybe I'm mixing up with Biomenace or something, but there's like some game where you have to do something with the computer terminal in the background, but I guess that's not it. Oh, I love how some of the things are... Yeah, this is like very much...
Yeah, they have some games that are very similar. Like Biomenace is like with the porn stash.
Yeah.
Like Duke replacement. And then there's also Halloween Harry, which is pretty sweet. And some other ones.
Yeah. Biomenace, by the way, if people haven't checked that out, that was probably... That was our second White Double Plate, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
yeah, I think the second.
Second one, yeah. The first one was Star
and
Control, yeah.
It's been also a while now.
Oh, yeah. Earlier this year, I think we did that, but... Oh.
Yeah.
I like to look at those spacemen bad guys. They look so... They look more like jet fighters, pilots.
Yep.
Jet fighters. Oh, boy. Oh yeah, this is it's all about the soda pop with Duke in this game.
The soda pop, and then you can shoot the soda pop, or the chicken, and you can irradiate the chicken, and it becomes bigger.
Oh.
Duke Nukem likes his Coke, as long as it comes in a can.
Honestly, there should be a crossover with Fallout. I've been playing a lot of Fallout, where Duke pops up and he drinks some Nuka-Cola.
Oh. Ah, yeah. That would...
Well, Duke has had the tendencies of popping up in games where he doesn't normally belong in.
Yeah, the guys in the cages can hurt me, by the way. Oh, and there's green sludge that also hurts me.
I always wondered what those creatures' faces look like.
That's the whole idea. You don't know it. It's classic. It's the unseen trope.
Oh, yeah.
It's like Orko's face.
There's really like... yeah, Orko's face.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Do you remember when I did a video about Orko's face?
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, it's been... I had to take it down at one point, but... maybe I should re-upload it one of these days.
Is it YouTube again was being an asshole?
There was... It had to do with the ending of the video, but I could probably edit that out. It was some...
Oh, you could put it on... What's the site, Kaiser?
VidMe.
VidMe, there you go.
Fucking keyboard, man.
VidMe.
Did you guys watch the first Duke Nukem? I know Kaiser did, and he complained about my terrible Duke Nukem impression in that one. Oh, I died again.
They said you sounded more like Jack Nicholson when you were trying to be Duke.
Yeah. I mean, it is unless you like have like a really like low voice. I do have to say, like, I wasn't trying particularly hard. Like the ones that it's really like certain set phrases that are easy to do, like I've got balls of steel, like that one.
Sure, shit happens.
Yeah.
I have no time to play with myself.
Hail to the king, baby.
Hail to the king, baby. Oh yeah, no.
Although that's like
Army
of Darkness, but you know, still.
Oh yeah, that was like.
You know what's?
Yep.
One thing that I kind of hope that they still make the Duke Nukem video games, because I just love John St. John impression of Duke, and I'm like, I mean, not his impressions though. He's the voice, you know, he's the Duke.
Yeah. I love that voice.
I still want one of these days is like an Expendables, like first-person shooter, like first-person shooter icons in one game. And I'd love to have Duke Nukem team up with Serious Sam.
Oh my God, Duke Nukem, Serious Sam, Caleb, of course. What's his name? Lo Wang, of course, but the old school Lo Wang. and fucking.
From
Oh,
Shadow
he's
Warrior,
secret.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the
And
but
Commander
the fucking
Keen.
Commander Keen, yeah, and the Doom guy or something. But the like the SJWs would be like whining and you know.
Oh, they're always whining. Just ignore them.
Yeah, I guess
can't
so.
get up there. God damn it.
Okay.
Oh god.
Dude,
Yeah, I
can't get it up.
Yeah, I'm terrified. I'm actually terrified of shooting any of the boxes because I've died so often now.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with the
I gotta get a
explosions.
soda pop, man. Oh, there's
Gotta get soda pop.
There it is, dangling like just out of reach. Oh, there we go.
That was the K. You can get the K now.
Oh yeah. Oh. Weapon.
Well, you get an extra life.
This weapon can shoot through anything. Okay. Is there a
Now you
weapon?
gotta get the E.
Oh, I got a laser. Okay, cool.
I've got a laser.
I'm firing. I'm charging my laser.
Laser charging.
Okay, this is a little bit annoying that the camera just kind of jumps all around when I'm like ducking and stuff.
Well, it's supposed to be that. Well, it's supposed to be that you can look down, so it has some uses, but it should be like there should be more
like,
of a delay.
then I can't see what's on top of me.
I agree with you. I'm just saying that there should be more of a delay, or like looking down.
I was about to
Like
say the
in like
graphics
Mario
are,
games.
I was gonna say graphics are incredibly good, especially for the era that this game came out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they definitely.
Oh shit! I
This is
don't
already
have the card.
VGA shit, so.
Fucking key card. I don't have it.
Oh yeah. The fucking Duke games were all about the fucking key cards, even in their 2D era.
Oh yeah,
Get the fucking
that was one of my favorite moments in Duke Nukem Forever when the first time you run into a door and it says like, "Red key card required." And then, dude, I was that's the thing I was saying all through my my Duke Nukem 1. That Duke Nukem 1 episode was also the fucking key cards, man.
Yeah, but also Duke Nukem 3D was about the key cards, just like Doom. So
yeah,
I'm like,
it did, but like in Forever, like they
parodied
they threw it away.
yeah.
They threw it away. That was the whole joke. It's like he doesn't
I
fucking
remember.
key cards, and then he just
got
like
the D,
forces
the
the door
U.
open with his bare hands. Whoa. Okay, I didn't want to go.
Hey, you got the D, the U, and the K. Now all you need is the C for duck.
Nice.
Yeah, but
Duck Nukem.
Duck Nukem. Oh dear, am I back at the level's beginning?
Duck
yeah, we were-
Nukem and Lobo the Duck. Team up.
Oh Jesus! Oh Jesus!
Oh, it's funny. I was at an action figure shop the other day, Darabka, and I saw they had like a an amalgam of Hal the Duck and Deadpool.
Oh, nice. That could work well. Just like Lobo the Duck worked well, but I think Howard the Duck and Deadpool is also cool. Dead Duck? Duckpool. Duckpool. Come on.
Duck.
And you should team up with Darkwing Duck. Let's get dangerous. And then Duckpool says, okay, let's. And he murders everybody. And Darkwing Duck just like looks in terror.
Darkwing Duck.
Oh Jesus! Where's that goddamn key card? Oh, and I killed myself on that sludge.
The sludge.
Looks like
Okay.
it's slipping
Well,
over.
oh,
It's
it
the ooze
gave me a
from Ninja
checkpoint. Okay,
Turtles.
that's good. This game
It's
is
the ooze
legit
from Ninja
hard.
Turtles.
Like I've forgotten. It's been a while since I played it, but I forgot how hard it is.
Good question. What animal wouldn't Duke Nukem morph into if he was covered in that slime?
I think he should be, because, you know, you have the pig cops, so they would be led by Bebop. He should be like, I don't know.
Jesus, was it here? No? God damn it, where... Okay, guys, do you remember where I found that key card, or that chip thingy?
Nope.
Oh, God.
Maybe a gorilla, I don't know, or a lion, I don't know.
What the gorillas don't have
I'm
key cards.
completely lost now. I don't know where I've been.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
try
how
going
those
down that-
I don't know
platformers are.
where I'm going.
Nice,
But I
nice.
sure know where I've been.
Well, that's how those Apogee games go, like the platformers.
There it
You
is.
just gotta...
That's it, that's where it is. Oh god, and there's the fucking slime. Get away from me.
The slime
Get
looks
away
pretty
from
cool,
me,
by the
you
way.
slime!
Oh, that fucking thing. Okay, wait a minute.
You got fingered. Duke got fingered.
Duke got fingered.
More like fisted. God damn, he reached out.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Fisto of Masters of the...
Not that there's anything wrong with that if you're into that kind of thing. I'm just saying I'm not.
Yeah.
Go to the left, honey. Go to the left.
Oh yeah.
Fisto
yeah.
of Master of the
Everything
Universe
looks the fucking
approves.
same. I hate this level. Oh, there it is. There's the fucker. Okay.
Quick, get to the exit.
Thanks, Arnie. I can always count on you.
You're welcoming.
Oh god. Okay, I think this is the way I was. Yeah, here we go. Yes. Gotta get
There we go.
the fuck out of here. Oh, god damn these
It's the
bombs.
bomb, yo.
Yeah. So
Never ends, doesn't it?
He's got a hard head because he should have squished his head
balls.
there.
Shooting spike. Oh god, I'm about to die.
Spike balls of steel.
Wait a minute, is this? Oh, here we go. Oh god. Jesus, just got that fucking soda pop too. So wait a minute, isn't this? Whoa, okay. Oh. Okay, I made it outside. Wow, I love that background. That looks weird.
That background looks cool, yeah. It looks like Mars or something.
It's starting to look like a
Oh, God.
James Bond movie now.
I did not realize that was an enemy.
Oh my god, Kaiser. A James Bond movie, but with Duke. That would be amazing.
Oh god, oh god. Come on.
It would be like Austin Powers, except Duke would be like actually competent in killing people.
Oh dear.
And there would be more sex.
Am I going the right way? No. I haven't.
My name is
The
Nukem.
big problem with this is
Nuke.
that the projectiles are so tiny that I can't barely see them.
Oh, right. Well, it's also the background is kind of busy, so when the projectiles come, like, that's what makes it hard to see.
Yeah.
Like, I think with this background, they're gonna be easier to see.
Yeah.
But who knows how long this is. But this is still a really nice background.
That fucking bird killed me.
Fucking bird.
Oh my god, how many lives do I got? One. Good.
That's all you need.
Oh, I need a whole lot more than that. Oh god, I got no
I'm
life.
just kidding.
I have no life. I need a soda pop.
Hey, Hanu, you have no life.
Yeah, but...
Just like us.
God
Welcome to
damn
the
it,
club,
but,
yep.
I need a soda pop bad. Oh, that fucking spike. Oh, there's fucking death birds right there. Okay.
Man, fucking Duke Nukem would fit into Fallout games so easily. You got big ass guns. You always need the soda pops to heal yourself. And stim packs, okay, but yeah.
Okay, there was some health power up there. Good. Oh, the exit was right fucking there. Man, I feel like an idiot. Died so many fucking times on this last leg of the level.
The last leg of the level.
Yeah. Blow up that fucking camera. Oh, wait, oh no, this is the fucking level with these spider thingies. You gotta shake them off by hitting left and right like rapidly. Oh no, that thing's gonna blow up my soda pop. Ugh. Die, you spider bastard.
That's what I love about platformers where you can shoot, but you... Okay, at least here you can shoot and duck and shoot. That's what I hate, when most of the enemies are just under your shooting thing, so it's like almost the shooting doesn't... It's not good for anything.
Yeah, that is some right bullshit. Yeah, I hate
Oh my
that.
god, do you know Battle of Olympus?
No, I don't.
Okay, there's those fucking worm thingies. They're the easiest, technically the weakest monster, but because they're just just below your attack, even if you duck down, you can only hit them. You have to duck down, hit, and like if they jump up, you hit them. Or later on, you get this fireball, which lands on the ground. It's really annoying. It's actually a good game, but it has these shitty ass. Oh, what do you got there? Rocket launcher?
I don't think that's anything. Like it didn't change my weapon because there's no weapon change button. And
okay.
whenever I find a new weapon, it just automatically changes to that weapon.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, this level reminds me of.
Yep.
It reminds me of that level that you couldn't beat in that other game we played, the one with the Ron Jeremy looking guy.
That's
Biomenace.
yeah,
Biomenace. Okay.
As I said, he's the porn. He's.
Duke Nukem's so badass, he can shoot fire and kill it.
Yeah, I shot fire.
Dude. Biomenace is Duke Nukem as portrayed by Ron Jeremy. I like that.
Yeah, when he was still not fat. Oh, key card. Thank God.
Well, not ass fat.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, spider robots. No! Get off.
Spider robots. The neighborhood spider robots jump in your face, kill you slowly. Stop doing that because you're a bully. I don't know. Hey man, here's the spider robot.
Bully.
Yeah, there you go.
Getting humped by a spider.
Yeah.
And the birds.
Yeah, the good old living peckerheads.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh God, man! Right now, I really wish I had like a grenade or something to throw down there so those spiders.
Or if you could shoot diagonally, like Contra or something, you know? Like...
Yeah, no, it's only in right angles. Oh God! Now I have to find that fucking key card again. I think I know where.
You shot the soda, I think.
By the way, I hope the audience appreciates all these fucking tapping noises because the keyboard's right next to my microphone. So when I'm like
I don't
trying to shake the spiders off, it's like this furious tapping noise. I was just hitting left and right.
It's like that movie with what's his name, Runaway, with the robot spiders, with the guy. He's got also a porn stash. What's his name? Tom Selleck.
Oh, Tom Selleck, yeah.
Yeah, Runaway.
Oh,
and I think that.
Did you know Tom Selleck?
You know who the villain is? It's Gene Simmons, I think, who builds the robot spiders.
Wow.
That's a fucking weird movie if you think about it. It's Gene Simmons who makes robot spiders against Tom Selleck.
Wow.
It's so like, yeah.
Oh boy.
To me, that just sounds like a futuristic version of Magnum PI called Magnum PI AD.
It's like almost like a Magnum PI Kiss crossover that kind of didn't go as planned.
Oh yeah. Did you guys know that Tom Selleck was actually that he very nearly got cast as Indiana Jones?
Yeah.
Yeah, you heard the story. Yeah. That just seems really funny to me. Yeah.
I just recently watched again the first two Indiana Jones films, and then I read about Temple of Doom and the first one again, and then they mentioned this with Tom Selleck, so I just recently again refreshed my memory.
Ah, cool.
They have them on Netflix, at least here in Germany, all the 4 movies, although technically...
we were talking about that on the break, like how in the States, like Disney and Netflix have had this huge breakup, but apparently it doesn't affect anybody else yet, at least. It might eventually.
Disney could easily survive in making their own streaming service.
Well, that's why. That's the reason they're thinking. Well, that's the reason why they're breaking up with.
Look at all that fire.
Oh, this is really funny. It's so. I got to the surface. It's so windy. Those robot spiders are getting blown away. Oh, there's one trying to sneak up on me.
That's actually pretty cool. I like that. That's a really good effect.
Spiders. The spiders, my friend, are blowing in the wind. The
No, it's
spiders
like you're
are
on a
blowing-
volcano, or they're clouds. They're like red clouds. Okay.
This is turning into White Devil Sings.
Yes, yes.
Me doing White Snake and you do Spider-Man and the
Yeah.
Spiders, my friend, are blowing in the wind.
Yeah.
Spiders are blowing in the wind. Oh, God.
It's a spider cane!
Oh, goddamn bird.
Die,
No!
you
Fuck
dickhead.
away. I can't shoot while I'm hanging.
It's the final life. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da.
Wait,
I don't know if
that's
it's your
not
final
my
life.
life counter. I thought that the thing in the bottom corner was my life, but it's actually the level.
That's a level.
Okay,
So
okay.
where are my lives? Or
Maybe-
do I just have an infinite?
I don't think you got infinite. Those old games didn't have
Yeah,
that.
but-
Although some of them did.
But it's weird because there's no indicator either for lives. I'm just not non-stop shooting now because I'm just so fucking tired of these spiders creeping up on me.
That's probably the idea, the non-stop shooting.
Oh god. Okay.
Duke Nukem
Warning, all
position.
radars destroyed. Okay, good.
All radars are all radars
yes.
are part of
Exit.
us.
Thank God.
We have set them up to bomb.
All your
that
spiders
actually,
belong to us.
you know the game.
Yes, there we
that's from Zero Wing.
Yep.
It's actually not a bad shmup. I mean, it's
Yeah,
not
no.
great. It's a
Oh.
bit generic, but it's not bad.
A little
I'm
generic
terminated.
shmup. Who'da thunk it?
Yeah,
Most. I
Oh,
love the
Mountain
game.
Man.
it's just a shmup with shitty English translation or English,
Yeah,
but it's just so
the
hilarious.
soundtrack. I love the soundtrack. The soundtrack to that game is awesome.
I remember years ago when X-Play marked that as the worst game of the decade or something like that.
Bullshit.
That game's,
If
that
the
game's
game is
fucking
actually
rad.
pretty decent.
I mean, yeah.
It's got-
The meme gives it a lot of like notoriety, and maybe some people only know it because of it. Most people probably only know it because of it.
Because
But
they didn't bother to try it out. Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
They just
That's
said,
how
oh,
it was X-Play.
But I'm not.
yeah.
Whoa! Well, the snake ate me.
He just swallowed you. That was fucking great. I love these
Whoa.
little elements.
Yeah, this game is cool. This game is super frustrating, but it is really cool. So yeah, this is one of those. Definitely not for like new. Wow, this is weird. The
Yeah.
screen's shaking sometimes when I shoot. Like, there's like earthquakes, and now the snake ate me again. Oh.
One thing, that guy looked like the Terminator. Kinda.
Yeah, it did, totally did.
Zero Wing was cool because you had a constant like triple kind of shot kind of thing, so they had some things that were unique about it. But it was definitely at least an above average shmup for the Genesis. So saying it's a bad game, yes, it's got a bad translation, but who plays a shmup story anyway? You know, destroy the villain of the universe. That's every shmup's story, pretty much.
That's interesting. You call it the Genesis, and not Mega Drive.
Well, I got used to calling it the Genesis, but I used to call it Mega Drive. Yeah.
Yeah. I've always called it. That's really funny. There's that old, there's that old video series I got called History of Video Games. But that's another thing I kind of regret that we talked about in the recent podcast. We talked about some of my lost videos. I kind of wish that I still had that outtake of me where I explained that because of course this is shit I always have to explain that I'm European. That's why I call it the Mega Drive. But like
yeah.
But so I did the speech, which was I've always called it the Mega Drive. I grew up calling it the Mega Drive. I will always call it the Mega Drive. But in the very first outtake, because I started the sentence with why don't I call it
that
Genesis?
alien looks cool, by the way.
The first time I recorded it, I said I grew up calling it the Genesis. I'm gonna keep calling it the Genesis, and then I realized like what I was saying was like the complete opposite of what I meant.
I've just gotten used to calling it the Genesis, honestly. You know, like after a while.
Well, she's
I
got
sometimes
the
say-
invisible touch, yeah.
I sometimes say still Mega Drive though, but yeah.
Yeah, that was really funny when James Rolfe, you know, a.k.a. AVGN, did the whole SNES versus Genesis thing, and he was trying to say the plural of Genesis, and he couldn't get it right, so he just cracks at being like Genocide. Mega Drives. So he just says Mega Drives at the end because he gets so fed up with trying to say the plural of Genesis.
Yep.
Genesises.
Sounds like a really good
I
Genesis
like that.
Nintendo.
I like the fact that he acknowledged the other name as well, just even if it was just as a joke. Oh, so I had to shoot to get free. I thought I just had to tap the button like with the spiders.
That alien looks cool with the eyes. That was my favorite.
Looked pretty derpy. Fucking key.
Literally, that alien explodes into more eyes. I just love that.
Yeah. So, wait a minute. What I was getting at?
Oh, now you got rockets. It's
Yeah.
like in Duke Nukem 1 where you have them for a short period.
Yeah, I think it's the same thing here. Like, eventually it just expires and reverts back
Yeah,
to your normal gun. I'm gonna find that goddamn
But it's
key.
really neat.
Whoa. Stuff's falling.
I mean, Duke Nukem should have rockets always, so...
You should have nukes.
He should have nukes, yeah.
Yep.
That's something I missed, because in Shadow Warrior, you know, Lo Wang, you can do a cheat where the rocket launcher becomes a mini nuke. And in Fallout, which I've been playing, there's literally a weapon called the mini nuke where it shoots literally a miniature nuke. And it's
Everything's
called
coming apart.
On the key.
Yeah, everything. I just thought of a good parody for this. I thought of a good parody of Duke Nukem prepares for work, and he can't find his car keys, so he has to go on an epic adventure just to find it.
that could work as a storyline, honestly. Like, it should be always silly, in my opinion, with Duke Nukem.
You know,
And over the top.
thank goodness College Humor don't watch this, otherwise they'll probably pinch the idea.
Oh, yeah.
Actually,
College
I'd
Humor.
like to see College Humor do that, actually.
Oh god, that looks...
College. Yeah,
That
College
thing
Humor
looked
is
exactly like a big guy from Mega Man.
Yeah.
It even
But I
had a
can't
big
stand-
fucking eye, like a big guy.
Yeah.
I like how these Terminator guys are a bit of a joke. Like you can just kill them with ease.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like... Oh god. Gotta find another fucking key. And there, I died again.
There you go.
I love how he died. The way he dies is it looks like he slips on the banana peel.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe-
you guys
maybe you
can't,
got, like,
unfortunately,
unlimited
you
lives.
guys can't hear it. Like, he lets out a scream also when he dies, so...
Is it like it could be like that you have infinite lives and you have checkpoints or something?
Yeah, I'm beginning to think I do have infinite lives because it hasn't...
That would be
gained-
actually cool.
It hasn't gained me over once. Oh god.
I mean, the game is already tough enough. I mean, this is like medium, so...
Oh yeah. God.
That fucking eye alien is the best. I love the Terminator, how he walks like all proud, but then you like kick his ass with one shot.
Oh god. Oh. That looked like it would have crushed me, but it did nothing.
You nearly
Because you're
became a
Duke
Duke sandwich.
Nice.
Oh, there we go. Okay, 3 levels. Are there bosses in this game?
There might be, I don't know.
Kaiser's
I know
played
in the
this.
first one there were.
Yeah. Because I'm thinking, like, if there's a boss fight or something, but we've gone on for 30 minutes already, so I'm thinking, like, we could wrap it up. Or maybe we could even save the game and then we could continue this some other time.
Wait, maybe there's just... Oh, okay, no, it's just... I thought maybe now is the boss coming. That
I
fucking
do
eye
like
alien.
this game, like, I haven't said a lot, but I do think the graphic design and the music and everything is really nice, so it's definitely a more refined game than Duke 1, even though I do like Duke 1 as well, but this one is everything except for this camera business. Like I do like this game though. And there's of course there's the other game we haven't mentioned it yet, but there's the Duke Nukem Manhattan Project, which is basically the same game but with the Duke St. John St. John voice acting. Yeah.
Dude, now he's Duke St. John. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, and that game has a lot of great things because it's so meta that they reference things like when you die. You know, one of my favorite lines is when he dies and he says, so there is life after death.
Yes. There's a lot of fourth wall breaking, which is done really well.
Yeah. Whoa, that thing just looks like the thing from Half-Life.
Yes, it does.
Kind of looks like a...
Yeah.
I don't even want to say.
It looks like a Pokemon.
Yeah. But I'm thinking we have to end this now. Oh god, I'm trapped! Oh. I thought it was
It does
really
look
harmless
kind of like
already.
the Half-Life, the Barnacle, that's what it's called.
Yeah, Barnacle, yeah. But...
Ooh, blue balls!
But the Barnacle had tentacles and they would draw you in.
Yeah, I do remember that. Oh, there's the eyeball thing again.
Oh man, the fucking eyeball thing.
Yeah, but I think we're gonna end it here. Just as soon as I figure out. Okay, that's the options. Okay, but if I can figure out how to save the game, then we might come back for more Duke Nukem 2 some other time. But for now, I think we'll call it apart. So call it this episode. Guys, you want to say something here at the end?
Where is it?
Okay.
Okay. Shit happens.
Yeah. Then you die. See ya. Bye.